Hi everyone. So today we're sitting in with Eric Kaduru, CEO and founder of Kad Africa. Hi Eric, how are you?
How are you doing, Melly?
I'm good. So can you tell us what Kad Africa is about?
Kad Africa is a social enterprise. We work predominantly with young women in and around the western region of Uganda.
Okay.
We grow passion fruits and help these young ladies view agriculture as a sustainable livelihoods option.
You're basically promoting agricultural productivity amongst these out of school girls. Do you have any plans on diversifying in terms of demographics in your crop type?
Yes, we do have plans to diversify from our demographic and our crop, but right now we view the young women as the most vulnerable element of that community. So we wanted to start by empowering them. And by empowering young women, you then in turn empower a generation of other people.
Okay.
We do diversify the crop selection for the young women, so we encourage intercropping with the passion fruit, so they can grow stuff for household use. So things like beans, potatoes, cabbage, cucumber, anything they can take from the farm back to the household to eat is definitely encouraged.
So you've been quite successful in terms of increasing passion fruit production amongst women smallholder farmers. How are you commercially viable? Because you mentioned earlier that it's a social enterprise. So I understand that you also offer them entrepreneurial skills and life skills. Is this a commercially viable entity?
So the best part about the project is not only do we offer these girls these life skills, so we train them in financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and how to start their own businesses basically. We also have our own passion fruit farm, which is a commercial farm. So to make this very sustainable and to last longer than the actual project is the fact that we're a business. And at the end of the day, we're providing these young ladies with a market for the fruit they're growing.
Yeah.
So not only are they learning how to grow it and how to maintain it, they're also having a place where they can actually sell it directly.
What are some of the challenges that you faced when you were starting up Kad Africa?
I found myself to be a Google farmer.
Okay.
And a Google farmer is someone who knows nothing about farming, but assumes that Google will help them. So I learned, my first lesson was to learn how to hire people who have the skill set that you need.
Okay.
Don't always think you're the best for the job because you started it. They call it founders complex. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
Where you fail to view the world as it really is. So there are things like diseases that I'm not versed in. I'm from an advertising background, and I don't know when a crop is got an infection. So you need an agronomist who can identify these things before and as they're happening. That way you can save your crop.
Could you give us more insight on the economic impact you've had on these local farmer communities that you're targeting?
So yeah, basically, aside from the ladies generating an income that they can then take back and do whatever they feel like with, we found that the community has gotten a very large interest in growing passion fruit. So not only the girls, their mothers, their fathers, their brothers, sisters are all seeing this as a viable business, and then in turn are ending up diverting from their sustainable subsistence farming to now growing passion fruit as a business as well. I could give you an example of one of our girls. Her name is BT, and BT from the passion fruit orchard noticed that a lot of the girls that worked with her came with their children. So in turn, she decided to start a daycare service where she would charge the girls not cash, but like a barter trade for passion fruit harvest, and then make more money. BT currently has 7 other girls working for her as teachers, and she has 70 students in her nursery school, which is like just an example of the entrepreneurial spirit that we're trying to generate with these young women.
You've gained quite a bit of success in terms of passion fruit production. Are you having any plans to go into value addition as just opposed to raw produce?
Yes, we definitely have plans for value addition, but the main objective now is to create the chain. So the supply chain has to be created first. We have to get to a certain point of harvesting before we start adding value. Once we add value, we then can provide the farmers with better cash for the crop they're selling, and we can also sell it at a better price and basically just boost the system, the passion fruit growing and producing system.
Okay. What advice would you give to an aspiring entrepreneur as yourself in terms of tapping into the agro-business sector?
The first thing I'd say is you should definitely do your research, because it's easy to get excited by ideas that other people are doing, and when you jump into it without thinking, you end up failing. So research what you're going to grow, research where you're going to sell it, and research everything about it. And the tagline here would be fail fast and fail cheap.
Okay.
That way you learn the lessons quickly without spending too much money.
Okay.
And always be persistent. Don't give up on your dreams because you failed once. Okay. I too have run into lots of obstacles, and they could have knocked me down, but I felt I was persistent, I was focused, and that's what other young people should be doing.
As well, okay. So Eric, thank you so much for taking time out to come and speak with us. We're really inspired by what you have to say. I hope this has inspired you as much as it has myself. And remember, at Africa Elevation, we elevate, expose, and empower.